Right, let's continue on here. So let's go and let's add in a function here, and this function is going to be spawn block avoid 0. And we're going to say, we're going to give this a random y. So remember, y is up and down, and we're going to spawn the let random y is equal to int arc for random underscore uniform. And we're going to say this is between, let's say, 500 and, well, let's say 100. So we're going to give it a random variable here. And also you want to make sure that your brackets are there. Okay? So let's go to block avoid. We'll go to block avoid 1 here. In fact, we'll make sure this is block avoid 1. So we'll say block avoid 1 is equal to sk sprite node, and we'll give this an off black color, and we'll call this block avoid size, and then we'll go to block avoid 1 dot size is equal to block avoid size. Okay, let's continue on here. Let's say block avoid 1 dot position is equal to, and we're going to say it's CG point. The X will be 200 and the Y will be random Y. Okay, there we go. And what we'll also do is we need to add in physics. Okay, so block avoid 1 dot physics body is equal to sk physics body, and we'll say rectangle of size. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go to block avoid dot size, and I can be a little lazy sometimes, and I'll just go ahead and fix it there. I prefer to do that instead of typing it out the right way, but that's just me. Not everyone likes to do that. I think it's just faster personally. All right, so we're going to say dot physics body dot affected by gravity is equal to false, and then block avoid 1 dot, and we'll say that this is category bitmap, or dot physics body dot category bitmask is equal to physics category dot, and we'll say that this is block avoid 0. Actually, what we need to do is let's go back up to that struct for a second. Let's make this 1 and 2. That makes a little bit more sense. So 1, and then block avoid dot physics body dot contact test bit mask is equal to physics category dot, and then we're going to say player because it collides with the player. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say block avoid dot physics body dot allows rotation is equal to false, and then block avoid dot physics body dot dynamic is equal to true, and then we're going to say block avoid dot name is equal to block avoid 1 name, and then we're going to say self dot add child, and that add child is going to be block avoid 1. Okay, function. And what we can do actually is, if we really wanted to, we could copy and paste this, and all we're going to do is change this to 2. Okay, so it's going to be block avoid 2. So that's all we're going to really do. It's pretty much the same thing, except for we're going to change this to something like 800. So that way it's spawning on the other side. Now we need to add actions to make this work, but all I'm doing is I'm copying and pasting that in here. You can go ahead and pause it if you want to make sure that you get it right here. But essentially that's all that we're doing, is we're going to change it here. So block avoid 2. You make sure you want to get that name here, okay? And then for now, so what do we have here? Let's just look at we have our leader, our collectible, our player, and our 2 block avoids. Now, each of these items need kind of an action here, but for the most part, that is, we've set up all of our items here, okay? This includes the tutorial.